everybody, this is Juliana. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm really excited to share with you guys that I am part of the White Orchid Craft design team, and I'm so super excited to be back and be part of the team. The flowers are absolutely stunning and the team is wonderful to work with, so I'm really excited to share with you guys some DIY projects, tutorials, and projects of how to embellish and how to create projects with White Orchid Crafts. These are the pine cones that I created for White Orchid Crafts. This is a DIY project and tutorial, and today I'm going to share with you guys how you can create this simple DIY pine cones and also embellish them with the White Orchid Craft flowers. I'm so super excited to be part of the team again. I designed for them a few years ago and I absolutely loved working with them, and I'm just super excited to be back on the team. So thank you so much to White Orchid Craft and Paul for the chance to continue on with White Orchid Crafts. So today I want to share with you guys the pine cones. This is a Christmas inspired project because I'm getting ready for Christmas. I am really super excited for this Christmas this year, and I thought this would be really fun, and the flowers that I received are perfect for this project, and I hope that you get some inspiration and then you could try your own as well. So as you can see here, there is a wire basket, and I created 6 different pine cones, and then they all embellished a little bit different, and you will see how to create them in the tutorial as well. But let me go ahead and share them with you guys very quickly up close. So this is the first one that we created here, and it's a regular pine cone. It has a lot of texture and it has this snowy winter wonderland kind of effect. So if you want to know how to create this effect, definitely keep watching the video and enjoy the tutorial. On the top here there is the White Orchid Craft spray, which is absolutely stunning with tons of different White Orchid Craft flowers around it as well. So this is probably my favorite pine cone so far that I've created, and is very Christmas inspired. So I created this one in the snowy effect. I also made this one as well with the same texture and effect, and this one has a little bit of a different flower poinsettia here on the top with some of vintage lace from my stash, and I made all of these to be able to hang up. So some of them will be going to my Christmas tree and other ones will be displayed on my tables as you guys saw in the video. The next one is this beautiful golden one as well, and I will share with you guys how to create this look as well too. It's a very nice metallic gold color, and I added another poinsettia with some of the 10mm roses here on the top. Here is another gold one as well. This one has 2 poinsettias, which I absolutely love these ones. I think they're perfect for Christmas, and you can find these all at the White Orchid Crafts website, which I will link on the description below. Okay, the next ones are 2 copper ones, and I am absolutely in love with copper right now. So this one is pretty much all copper, just very gorgeous as well. I do show you guys how to create this one too. And then here on the top it's a beautiful huge White Orchid Craft poinsettia. So it has some little steams on the inside, and I just added some roses on the top. And here is another one which I share in the tutorial how to create, and it's really Christmas inspired. Okay, so these are all the pine cones, and this was so much fun to put together. I encourage you guys to keep watching the tutorial. Thank you so much you guys for watching, and I will put the link of White Orchid Crafts below so you guys can go ahead and enjoy. I'll be back again with some other videos, and I hope that everybody is doing really well and is getting really excited and ready for Christmas. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. So for this tutorial we will start using some pine cones, and you can find pine cones at any craft store. These I purchased from Michael's, and They were $3 because they're on sale right now, so originally $4.99. And these are great size pine cones, and they smell like cinnamon, so it smells delicious. You can also get pine cones from outside, especially this time of the year, or you can get them from other craft stores as well. So to create the effects of all the pine cones that I will be showing you guys, you're gonna need a couple things. So the first thing that I used was this Krylon metallic copper paint. It's one of my favorite paints, and I've used them for other DIY projects and also to paint some of my furniture. So I absolutely love this. It gives a really nice copper color, and you will see it on the pine cone. You will also need some of this modeling paste. Any modeling paste will do, but I'm going to use the Liquitex modeling paste. And I'm not sure if you guys can see up closer, but there it is. So this will give a nice like snowy white color effect. I'm also going to use a metallic gold paint, and this one is by Folk Art, and it's pure gold. So it's a really nice metallic paint as well, so I can get like this golden color as well too. And then I'm going to use some diamond dust, and you can find these at any craft store. I have this jar here that I got at one of my thrift stores for $1.99, and it had plenty of it, and so I still have some more left. So I'm going to use some of that, and then I'm going to use, of course, some pair of scissors. You will also need a plate or some sort of tray to put your diamond dust. So I'm going to use just a plastic plate. And then I'm going to use some yarn to hang up my pine cones. You can also use some twine or anything that you have to hang. And I'm going to also use these little brushes here to use for paint and also for modeling paste. And of course, we're going to use the Wild Orchid Craft flowers, which are absolutely beautiful, and it just makes the pine cones just glow. For the Wild Orchid Craft flowers, I'm going to be using a variety of flowers. So these are the pretty Flori flowers in red and white. They're absolutely stunning, and they have like these cute little pearls and beads on the center. So the package here comes with 2 reds and 3 whites, and these are so beautiful, you guys. They're perfect for Christmas. So I'm going to use that package. I'm also going to use this other package in the color of snow, and this one has pretty much all white and a little bit of silver in some of them. So really beautiful. It also has like a little bit of like the metallic silver on the edges. And then I'm going to use the 5 deep red gardenias. These are like a deep burgundy flowers and are amazing. So gorgeous and perfect for Christmas. I'm also going to use this Christmas berry spray. And Wild Orchid Crafts has a variety of them. They're absolutely stunning. And I'm not sure if you could see the details, but it has a lot of glitter and just very cute little poinsettia here. So we're going to use this, and I'm going to use a variety of this Christmas open flowers. These are the 10 millimeters, and this is a variety package with lots of colors and stuff to choose from. So I'm going to use some of these and some of these mixed red open white as well, 10 millimeters, and they're just more of the two-tone and the tones of reds. Okay, so these are the flowers that we're going to use to alter the pine cones once they're all painted and put together. So for 2 of the pine cones, which they look like this, just regular pine cones, I'm going to use some metallic copper paint, and this is the Krylon metallic copper paint, and have used these for some of my furnitures and DIY projects. So that's what I'm going to be using, and we're just going to spray each little pine cone here. And I just want to do it to where it's really copper, and This is probably the easiest way to color these pine cones. Okay, and then I'm going to do this one as well. So while my pine cones are drying with the metallic copper paint, I'm going to do these ones like a snow effect. And to do that, I'm just going to get a little bit of the modeling paste and the little brush here. And I'm just going to get a little bit of it, and I'm going to start putting it around the pine cones and the areas where I think snow would have touched. So we're going to do that for this pine cone. And I am putting some chunk, kind of like sections here, so it looks like it's more of like heavy snow that just got into it. The reason I'm placing this pine cone upside down is because when I hang them, I'm going to hang them from over here, and so I want to make sure that the effect is kind of like going down. The great thing about modeling paste is that it dries pretty quickly, and you can either let it air dry or you can use your heating dryer to dry it more quicker. It looks super snow. It looks like I just picked it up from like a snow mountain. So that's definitely what we want to go for. I'm going to add some too here on the top as well. And then now that it's fully covered with the modeling paste, I'm just going to let it sit and dry. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this other one as well. For the next step, we're going to be using the gold metallic paint, and we're going to be using another 2 pine cones as well. And what we're going to do is pretty much the same thing as we did with the modeling paste, except that this will be with paint. And now I'm going to just paint it around. And the cool thing about this is that you can see some of the pine cones still, so it's not like you're covering it all completely with the paint. If you wanted to cover it completely, I would recommend that you use the spray paint, which is what I use for the other 2 copper ones. I'm doing it like this first, and then once dry, I'm going to do it the other way as well. Okay, so here is one, and I'm going to do this one too. Okay, so now that these are dry, I'm going to paint them from the other side, since they're going to be hanged down. Okay, so now that our pines are dry, I'm going to get the snowy ones and I'm going to add some diamond dust to it because I want it to be a little bit more sparkly look. So I'm going to use the diamond dust that I showed you guys earlier, and I'm going to use this paper plate just to kind of pour it in. And for faster, I'm going to use the glue gun, and I'm going to just mark several spots into the pine cone so that I can add the diamond dust around the edges. So I'm going to do this by half of the pine since the glue kind of dries pretty quickly, and then I'm just going to pour some in, and it's going to give it a really nice like shimmery effect. Okay, so now I'm going to shake it off, and I'm leaving the little, like I call them the little spider spider webs here from the glue gun, because this gives it a more effect that is more of like a wintry, snowy pine cone. So I'm going to add more of the glue gun here and more diamond dust. Okay, and I just wait a few seconds just to kind of let it dry into the glue gun. Okay, I'm going to shake it off, and then I'm going to add just a little bit here around the edges on the top. I'm not going to add too much because we are going to embellish the pine cone with the wild orchid craft flowers on the top. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a big shake now just to get everything out. And now I'm going to show you guys up close what the effect does. So it's the texture, modeling texture paste with the hot glue gun and also the sparkly. And you probably won't be able to see it because of the light too much, but it's super sparkly, and it just gives it a very natural effect. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for the other pine cone. So here's our copper color pine cones that I shared with you guys earlier, and as you can see, this is a very beautiful copper color. It's very copper and just awesome. So I absolutely love how these turn out. And now that we have all of our pine cones painted and textured, we're going to go ahead and do the fun part, which is adding the wild orchid craft flowers. And before we start adding the wild orchid craft flowers, I'm actually going to go ahead and make a loop using this yarn. This is the yarn I had for a while, and you can use any type of yarn, or you can use some twine or anything like that that you want to use. So I just want to make a little loop for it, just in case I do want to hang these up on the wall, or if I want to hang them up on the Christmas tree, then I can go ahead and do that. But you don't have to hang them up. You can also use them at a table or for display. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little bit of the string off, and I'm just going to make a loop and then glue that on the top. Okay, so I'm not going to do it too long. I am going to make a knot to it, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a loop space there for the top. Okay, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and glue this over here right on the base of the pine cone, so that way it can just kind of hang like this. So I'm going to use the hot glue gun. Okay, and then I'm going to just place this on the bottom there until it glues. Okay, just like this. And I'm gonna do that for all the pine cones. Okay, now to embellish our pine cones, since they all have the little loop here on the top to be able to hang, I'm also going to use some scraps of fabric that I have from my stash, and you can use any type of fabric, but I'm going to use this kind of like netting fabric here. It's kind of like a vintage look, and it's just going to give a little bit of volume and definition to the pine cone. So I have a couple of little squares that I just cut in random squares and sizes, and I'm going to place some of it over here on the top of the pine cone, just to give it again a little bit of more volume and a little bit more of texture and definition. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the hot glue gun. And I will show you guys how I embellish one of each of these pine cones in this tutorial, and that way you can kind of get an idea of what I did to decorate them. Okay, so I just kind of stucking it inside a little bit, and you will be able to see a little bit of the fabric here to the edges before we put the wild orchid craft flowers. Okay, so for this pine cone, for the copper one, we are going to use this package here, which is the Pretty Flori flowers in red and white, and it's a mixed package, and I'm going to use the white flowers for this one. Okay, so I'm going to get these out and show you guys here. So I'm going to use this one right there. It's a beautiful poinsettia. It has a beautiful pearl there in the center, and I'm going to go ahead and add that right there in the center, since it looks like it's a really good fit for right there in the center of the pine cone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And actually I'm going to do it right there to the side, just because I want to add some of the other little tiny red flowers on the edges here. The beautiful thing about these flowers is they look so beautiful, you guys, and it's just really nice home decor piece and perfect for DIY projects. Okay, so the next flowers I'll use will be, I'm going to use one of these deep red poinsettias here, and these come in a package of 5, but they also come in different amounts and sizes as well at the shop. So I'm going to just cut one, and I'm going to place this one right here on the side. I'm going to add some hot glue gun and some glue, and I'm going to put this like this on the side. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some of the green mini flowers here, and this one is from the package of the 10mm open roses. I'm going to just take a few of these because they come in different types of tones and colors, which I absolutely love. I'm going to use the darker green ones, and I'm going to cut probably about 3 of them just to kind of fill it in here, and I'm going to add them right there on the top. So I'm going to add one right here, just like that. I'm going to also add one right here as well. So definitely depends up to you how you want your flowers and how you want to embellish them, but I hope that this kind of gives you guys an idea. And then I'm going to do one right over here on the side. So these are very simple ways to do DIY pine cones, and these are perfect for a gift or perfect to hang up. So that's what it looks like right there, as you can see. And then you can use, of course, your heating dryer just to kill all those little spider webs that are around from the glue. Okay, and and this is what the pine cone looks like in the copper. So you have the white orchid craft flowers on the side, just a little bit of the fabric coming through the edges there, just to kind of give it a more of a vintage look, and it's perfect to hang up and also for decoration. Okay, so this is the copper one. Now for the big snowy one, I'm going to use the pine cone here, which is full of snow and diamond dust. I absolutely love this effect. I think this is probably my favorite one, and yes, I love it. So because this pine cone is a little bigger, I'm going to add a couple of pieces of the fabric just so then I can see it much more, and I'm just going to glue it on the top here. And I'm going to kind of just pinch it a little bit. I'm going to add some more here on the side. Okay, let me make sure it's nice and firm. And then of course I am trying to leave my little loop on the side here so then it can be hanged. So for this one, I'm going to use the beautiful spray from Wild Orchid Crafts. This gorgeous spray already comes already assembled for you, so all you have to do is just remove this and then add it to your project. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add this right here to the top. And since I'm not going to use the whole spray, I'm going to cut it as well. And just add this here on the top. Okay, so I'm going to add some glue right here on the top. I'm going to spread out the leaves a little bit. And I'm going to glue it right there on the top. And how gorgeous does that look, you guys? It's a very Christmassy pine cone, which is gorgeous. And I'm going to go ahead and add one of these little poinsettias here. I'm going to add this right here to the edge. It should be glued like this. I'm going to press it down because I want to make sure it's nice and glued. And I may add more support here on the bottom as well. Okay, and then here on the side, I'm going to add some of the little ones too, but I want to use some white ones. So I'm going to get the rest out of this package. And these are the perfect little sizes for this pine cone still. So I'm going to cut out 3 of them. And I'm going to add some there towards the leaves. Okay. So one there, one over here. And one right here. Okay, and this is what it will look like on the top. Just absolutely stunning and very, very beautiful to hang up. So I'm going to go ahead and use that heat dryer again just to remove some of the glue spiders there. Okay, so there it is. There is another type of pine cone that you can create. The last one will be this gold one right here. And for the gold, I will also use a little bit of the fabric. I'm going to add this here towards the top. And this is a different type of top here. But this is what I will do. Kind of tuck it in there. Okay, and I'm going to use one of these red roses, poncheras, excuse me, not roses. And I'm gonna add that here on the side. And these flowers just look amazing with any type of color of pine cone. It really does a great deal. I'm also going to add another one. And I'm going to add this one more towards the bottom of the pine cone right here. Okay. Right on the center here, I'm going to add some of these green roses. These are a little bit lighter than the other ones that we used. And I'll be placing this here towards the middle. So one right there, one over here, and another one right there on the top. Okay, now it's nice and embellished in there, and then I will use the heat dryer here. Okay, and there is the gold one as well. So these are very easy, very simple. They look absolutely stunning. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys how you can go ahead and use these for decoration in your home, and also can be hung up on the Christmas tree. Though my Christmas tree is not up yet, I'll give you guys some ideas of what these look like. Here are the pine cones that we created, and they look absolutely stunning. You can put them in a table, you can also hang them on the wall, but it's just a really nice touch for Christmas and perfect embellishments. You can also place them, all three or two of them, into a bowl and put them on the table, and it gives it a really nice setting as well. Very cozy and perfect for Christmas. Here's also a more rustic display. I added 4 of these into this wire basket. Perfect size, and it fits perfectly, and it looks really nice as home decor.